Hey everybody, how you doing? This is episode 88 of Dan's Expert Tips for authors, publishers, and speakers that want to make some money. I'm Dan Blanchard, the best-selling and award-winning author, speaker, and educator, as well as the Connecticut president of the Association of Publishers for Special Sales and the host of Mindalia TV. Today I'm here to talk to you about a successful book pre-launch. Okay, so here's the deal. Launching a book is a big deal. Writing a book is a big deal. But launching a book is a big deal because you want people to read your book. All right, and if you're going to launch a book, a couple things you need to do correctly first. First thing is you need to have a great cover already done. Don't wait for the last minute to try to pop that out, okay? And I know it's difficult because they're going to ask you how many pages you have and all that other stuff, and the format and whatever. But this is what you do. You do your Kindle front cover first, because that's the more difficult one. And then later, you can work on your paperback spine and your book back cover, because that's easier to do once you have the front cover done. From the Kindle, you just transfer that over and format it and all that stuff to your book, all right? Another thing they're going to be looking for is, obviously, you have your book formatted. So have that done beforehand, way beforehand, okay? Don't do it at the last minute, okay? And if you're doing a paperback book, you want to make sure that you've got an ISBN number, so you have to do that before. Have a Library of Congress number now to give you a little more value to your book, okay? Make it look real in skeptics' eyes, okay? If you're doing the Kindle book, you don't need those numbers, the ISBN and the Library of Congress number. You don't need that. They're going to give you an ASIN number. But here's the thing. I mean, having just Kindle books is fine. I know a lot of people that do well with that. They pop out a whole bunch of them, and they're like 99 cents, and it's great, right? But if you really want to try to sell a lot of books and you're like super awesome at marketing those Kindle books, and having a paperback book also will help with conversions, because it confirms in people's heads that it's a real legit book. All right, so that helps too if you have the paperback version, okay? And you got to take reviews seriously. All right, and the first 2 weeks are very important, so you got to do all this pre-launch stuff beforehand. You got to line up like a whole bunch of potential book reviews before you launch that book, okay? And, you can ask your friends and family, but they're not the best. And there's a lot of reasons why they're not the best, all right? Also bought book sections. It's going to throw that off, along with a bunch of other things I'm trying to get into right now, okay? So you know what to do is send out your book review copies to like as many influencers as you can think of, and maybe only 5% of them will actually give you a review. So you want to have at least 10 Amazon reviews if possible before you launch that book out there, okay? And you're going to need a great book description. The beautiful thing about Amazon, had that done before, but you can always tweak it. That's the great thing about Amazon. You can continuously tweak that book description, which is vital. That's got to be all set before you send it out. And then when you send it out, it's kind of cool. You can keep tweaking it, which is kind of nice, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you should tweak it like about every 4 months or so. But one thing about this book description that I want you to know is that it's not really a book description. It's really like a sales page. It's copywriting. And when you're doing copywriting, you're going to keep asking yourself this question when you're writing it. You write down what you think are like the benefits of the book, and you're going to put so what? You know what I'm saying? Then you put down the benefits of what you think of that and the answer to that, and you're like, so what again? So if you ask yourself, so what? You're going to get to better copywriting. All right, and that's really what your book description is, all right? And this goes without saying, make sure you got great content, okay? You're probably going to want to hire an editor, all right, and get yourself some great content, clean it up, and make it, you know what you're going to say, what you're trying to say, but not everybody out there knows. They don't have your experience, your unique experience. They don't know exactly what you're getting at here. So an editor will clarify that, okay? So get yourself an editor and finally tell everybody you can about your book. And when you do finally launch it, continue to tell everybody you can about it, so that you can have a successful book launch and have some sales. But if you don't have all these pre-launch things right, the great cover, the great book description, it formatted nicely, the numbers you need, the reviews, if you don't have all that stuff first, then your launch is not going to go well. So make sure you do the pre-launch stuff correct, and you do it well first, and then you can launch yourself a great book. All right, well, I hope this episode 88 of the success of a pre-launch book pre-launch was helpful. I'll be back real soon, episode 89. But in the meantime, be sure to check me out on danblanchard.net or granddaddy6.com. Catch up with you real soon. Take care now.